Welcome to the latest edition of the Wichita Dinner Table. Today is October 9th. Back, we have the full family here. We have the Kansas Gastronomist. What's up, TKG? We have DJ Carbon.
My thing didn't work.
I'm so hurt right now. I was ready for it, and I was so anticlimactic.
Hey, introduce Carbon again.
No, we gotta keep that one now. We gotta keep that one.
We're gonna do it again. Here we go. DJ Carbon. There we go.
Yes.
We're not editing that out. All right. And
oh my god.
Did I say Troy Trussell, live local?
I'm here. What's up?
And back this week, we have Emmy Award-winning Annette Lawless.
Yay.
Yay.
So the hat this week is from Pure Standard. It is a local apparel company owned by Kill Hackney. He encourages everybody to leave their mark. And the shirt in the background is our coffee house. If you've ever been over to, 17th and Bidding, over in Riverside, awesome little coffee shop. Check them out.
Yeah.
All right. Real quick, we want to welcome a guest, and we're going to shoot things over to talk Asian Fest. I want to welcome Sonali Kurliker. She is the president of the Wichita Asian Association. And this weekend, it is a huge event coming up at Century 2. It is the Wichita Asian Festival. Welcome, Sonali. Oh, there's the banner.
Thank you, Eddie. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, that looks good.
So real quick, the Asian Festival is Saturday, October 12th at Century 2 from 5 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. But you can get in at 4 p.m. if you buy a VIP ticket for $25. So that gets you in an hour early. Otherwise, general admission is just $5. And you can get your tickets at wichitaasianassociation.org. So Sonali, what can people expect at this year's festival?
Well, I do want to mention that 10 years and younger is going to be free. We are trying to be as inclusive as we could. It's thousands of folks. Annually, we do this event by Wichita Asian Association's volunteer. None of our staff is funded. It's just the volunteers and passionate people to highlight the Asian culture, Asian culinary art and performances. It's going on for last more than 40 years, and this is our 43rd year. So very, very excited. $5 is ticket, $25 is the VIP ticket, and 10 years and younger is free. So we would love to invite all your audiences and just come and enjoy this fabulous show that we are putting on for this Saturday.
So
we're going to have,
vendors?
like I said, this time we have more than 55 vendors, around 59 to 60 vendors that we have.
That's awesome.
A lot of variety that is coming up. Like we have vendors from Japan, China, Hawaii, India, Thailand, Middle Eastern, Vietnam, like almost all the different continents of Asia. And I've just listed all the food items that may just pop up our audiences: fried chicken, lo mein, Hawaiian lunch plate, huli huli chicken, hibachi rice, maki rolls, sushi, crab rangoons, Filipino spaghetti, pan-seed, chicken shawarma, butter chicken, Indian street food, Chinese street food, paneer tikka, paos, biryanis, tangaloo, full basket sandwiches, boba teas, fresh juices, all types of teas, handmade pastries, and lassis. I mean, you just name it and we're going to have it there. So this is something, it's going to be a wonderful treat, a food festival, but that's just a one side that we have. On the other side of the Century 2, there will be 20 cultural performances, again, representing from 7 different Asian countries that we're going to put together for all of you and for the Greater Wichita community. So this is something not to be missed and very affordable. I'm hoping it's going to be a great event, great weather, and would just love to see you all there.
Yeah.
Awesome. Show of hands.
amazing.
Who has never been to the Asian Fest?
Oh, really? Go. You have to go. Oh my gosh. Big celebration. So much fun. And all the food. Sign me up.
So I've been, I don't even know how many years I've been now. It's a great time. Actually, emceed 1 year of the Asian Fest. I think it was like 8, 9 years ago.
Nice.
It is, I don't think people understand the magnitude, just like how much there is. That Century 2 floor is filled with vendors. Like Sonali said, you're getting dishes from so many different cultures. So many countries in Asia are represented. It's a blast. So I definitely encourage you to go. I'll be there. TKG, am I going to see you there this weekend? I think you were there last year.
I was there either last year or the year before. I loved it. I love the culture. I love all the different types of food. You were making me very hungry as you were going through the list of different options. So, Eddie, I'll plan to be there.
All right.
Yeah, I was salivating going through that list. I love it. I've gotten food from there in the past, but never been there in person. I always end up having an event on that night. So I've had a runner. I'm like, okay, I'm here. I need, when you're done, you're bringing me some plates. So I've been lucky enough to get some food, but yet to actually partake just due to schedules.
Okay, Troy and Lizzie Carbon, you guys have to come, and all of you should just try to stop by for some time. I do want to mention that we are going to have a kids activity. This time we are focusing on how we can enhance to get our audience a little bit of Asian cultural experience. So there will be some decor coming up. Not to forget, Miss Wichita Asian Festival pageant. That's a cultural program that we run together for the entire year. We have 10 contestants representing young Asian women representing from different Asian countries again. And there will be a pageant contest going on during the show, we call it as Miss Wichita Asian Festival pageant contest. So that just steals the show. And that will be going on between 5 to 9:30 p.m. along with the cultural performances. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a fully packed, a blast show like Eddie says.
All right. Well, Sonali, I appreciate you hopping on, and we'll see you this weekend.
All right.
Thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you so much,
you.
guys. Have a wonderful day and see you soon.
Take care.
All right, see it.
And we're back. So, it was a busy weekend. Everybody give me the best thing they did over the weekend.
Best thing we did.
Or top 2 or top 3. You guys
well,
were busy. I saw everybody was out doing something this weekend. I know that much.
Yeah, that was good.
I went to Blood Orchard. Went to Pumpkin Fest on Saturday.
Yep.
And Eddie and I, along with Taste and Travel with Trent, Wichita, were judges at the Pumpkin Fest, and so we got to try. I think there was five food trucks. Is that right, Eddie?
Yeah, 6 technically if you count Kona Ice.
That's right. Six different
Always.
trucks. And yeah, it was really good. I think Urban Spoon.
Skillet.
What's that?
Urban Skillet.
Or Urban Skillet. Sorry. Urban Skillet. I don't even know what Urban Spoon is. Anyway.
You just birthed the new food truck. I'm pretty
You were
sure
thinking
right
of
there.
your silver spoon.
I was thinking my silver spoon. Yeah. Anyway, Urban Skillet got best dish, and then most infused pumpkin dish was Dirty Dogs, actually, which is a fairly new food truck. I don't know how long it's been around, but I think it's no older than 6 months old.
Do you remember the dishes? What were they?
Well, the Urban Skillet, not Urban Spoon, was a crepe, a pumpkin infused crepe. And then Dirty Dogs was some sort of a cake is not the right
It's
word
more like
to
a
use.
pie. It tasted more like a pie texture.
Pie?
And, yeah.
And how would you know?
Because I showed up late and I ate sloppy seconds.
Yes, you did.
That's how.
He had the leftovers.
I did. I ate y'all's leftovers. It was fantastic.
All right. Annette, Troy, you guys were both over at the same event on Saturday.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yep.
So hanging out with the Popcorners celebrating 10 years, a blast. They had, a ton of people at this thing. My goodness, on the east side. It was fun.
Yeah, they were giving out shaved ice, free shaved ice, different things. They had a bouncy house. They had one of those things where at the carnival where you like hit the bell and you could win raffles, and Yeah, it was a lot of fun. They had like Annette said, they had a huge turnout. Lines were going around the whole parking lot waiting for stuff. And yeah, it was a good turnout. So happy anniversary
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah,
10
props to
years, right?
Kirsten and fam. They've put a lot of work
Yeah.
into making Popcorner a big success.
They've become more and more of a fixture and been a lot more mobily too. Just, I mean,
Yeah.
their location is amazing, but they've really been present for so much more stuff. I've noticed. It's great to see.
They have that big old trolley, so they're able
Yeah.
to get out and do things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, this past weekend was Holiday Galleria. Carpenter
my
rained into
home.
you there.
Yes, that was my home for most of the weekend. Thursday, Friday, they had a great program with their VIP, and then they had a ladies' night. Instead of ladies' night out, they had ladies' day out all day Friday with beverages included in your ticket, and it was an amazing group of gals over there. With Junior League, they just know how to have a great time. I got to hang out some Wichita royalty, hosting the fashion show with Bonnie Bing and Sierra's. I had way too much fun just hanging out all day for a couple days, and Holiday Gallery is just a great time.
It's a big party experience.
It really is.
To round up my weekend, I did the Vietnamese Fall Fest at All Saints Church. That was a huge turnout. You're talking about all the Vietnamese dishes that you can dream of. A lot that you cannot find in Wichita restaurants were available at this event. So it was an awesome time. It's the second year they've done this. So next year, if you've never been, definitely check this out in October. Also stopped by the St. Elizabeth Ann Seton Bazaar. I have not done a bazaar in a long time, and they had all sorts of cool things going on. One thing I did not do this weekend that two people did is steal the Michelin Man from the Pumphouse.
That's right.
So real quick, we want to welcome somebody who's been through some hard times this past weekend. I want to welcome the Michelin Man.
Welcome.
What's up, Michelin Man?
Welcome, Michelin Man. I know it's going to be hard to get through this interview, but I want to thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. So first thing I want you to do is, walk me through the moments as the perpetrator grabbed you unsuspectingly and treated you like an object with no soul. I understand there's a lot of silence. I see the tears. I can see how scary of a moment this was for you.
Yeah. So, Michelin Man, you were left inside a parking garage and you were all alone. It must have been really scary. At any time, did you get tired?
Ooh.
Too soon, Troy.
Oh.
Too soon.
Too soon? Oh, all right.
Wait. Michelin Man, what was it like being held up, taken against your will, and being forced into selfies with the Temu version of Ham Porter from The Sandlot? More silence. I understand. It's hard to get through. From my understanding, they have not caught the perpetrators. But is there anything you can give us? Any information, like who this potentially could have been? Was it Will Ferrell's cousin? Was it Prince Harry's cousin? I mean, this person looked very familiar. I just can't put my finger on it, but I'm hoping someone in the Wichita community can step up because what they did to you was not right.
Amen.
But I know I want to thank you for taking the time to be here with us, Michelin Man. Like I said, it was hard. I mean, you spent all night, waving goodbye to all these patrons that came in and out of the Pumphouse. That's what you do. You're respected. You're loved in the community. When you're taken, the city of Wichita was at the edge of their seats hoping to find you, and we're glad they did. The last question I want to ask you is, since you're the Michelin Man and the Pumphouse serves some really delicious food, do you consider Pumphouse a 5-star Michelin restaurant? Don't blink if you agree.
It's right there.
Wow.
There
You heard it from the Michelin Man. Check out the Pumphouse over on 2nd Street. Excellent food. Awesome parties on the weekend. Great place to watch games.
footage.
They have it feels like hundreds of TVs. So, Michelin Man, I wish you the best. Thank you for hopping on. Stay positive.
Thank you.
All right. Whew, that was tough. But
That's an
Let's
exclusive
have
right
that.
Glad we
there.
got through that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whew.
All right. Upcoming events in Wichita. Friday, October 11th and 12th, we have ICT Blocktoberfest at NASCAR Park. The entire area is transformed into this big beer garden featuring live music, food, games. Friday's a big beer party. Last year I was there with TKG. That's a great time.
That was a really good time. Loved it. One of my favorite events I've been to. Just chill. Was able to go back and grab some drinks, and they have a little area you can buy a cigar with. I forget the vendor. Maybe you know Eddie, but he's rolling fresh cigars right there. Good times.
Nice.
I don't know. I went to some alley and I bought something from some guy with like a trench coat. Bunch of roll-ups.
Nice.
But for what's worth, Saturday is a big free event too. It's family friendly. Bring your pets, bring yourself. Check it out. Also, all weekend long is the Rose Hill Fall Festival in, of course, Rose Hill. On Saturday, October 12th, you have Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat playing at Century 2. It's also Sunday as well.
I'll be there on
Then-
Sunday.
You'll be there?
Oh, on Sunday.
Nice.
Yes, absolutely. I just helped Enjoy Fountain out. A lot of her kids are in that show, as well as my own daughter. So it's a lot of awesome,
nice.
awesome
Wow.
people will be there. So looking forward to it.
Best of luck to them. All right. Saturday, St. Peter Schulte Fall Bazaar from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at St. Peter Schulte. Also, this Saturday, starting at 6:30 p.m., is the Bourbon with the Knights at St. Elizabeth and Seton. The featured speaker for the evening is Andy Bender with Gunner's Bourbon Company. It's a local distiller out of Sedan, Kansas. Tickets are $100. To learn more or purchase tickets, visit bourbonnights.org. We just discussed that October 12th is the Wichita Asian Festival. Also, on October 12th and Sunday, October 13th, is the 89th Annual Lebanese Dinner. It's the big dinner, includes a drive-through dining options, country kitchen, and cathedral tours. That's from 4 to 8 on Saturday and 12 to 7 on Sunday.
That's a good time.
It
That's
is a
really
great
good
time. If you've never been, this is like one of the longest running premier food events in town.
89 plus. 89 plus years.
Same age as you, TKG.
Wow.
Exactly.
It's up there.
I just looked this up the other day. So this will be their 89th annual dinner, but the recipes that are used stem back from, I guess they started the dinner before it was official. I don't know exactly how that works, but it actually started in 1922. So you're looking at 102-year-old recipes.
Wow. Okay. Sunday, October 13th, the Prairie Hill Vineyard Fall Festival in Colwich at 3660 North 215th Street from 1 to 5 p.m. Local craft vendors, food trucks, beer garden, hayrack rides, kites, live music, and more. And then,
Fly your Michelin Man kite.
ooh, I might even have to bring Michelin Man to that one. I'm bringing my
There you
daughter.
go.
I'll check that out. And then the big event taking place Sunday, October 13th, one that a lot of people are going to show out for. It's Open Streets ICT in downtown Wichita from noon to 5 p.m. Huge event. If you've never heard of it, Open Streets ICT provides more than just opportunities for physical exercise. They temporarily kind of remove the streets from the vehicles so people can like walk up and down the streets with their family, their pets, whatever. They can ride bikes. There's restaurants, businesses, or organizations participating with food, activities, and fun for all ages and physical levels to enjoy.
Do you know where the footprint is for this one, as far as how far it's running?
It runs on Douglas. I do know that.
I know.
I think in previous years it's been from College Hill-esque to
all the way to
Delano?
Delano.
Yeah.
To
100%.
past. Yeah, they've added a few more open streets dates in different neighborhoods these days, so that's why I was curious. I knew this was on Douglas, but I wasn't sure if they had
This is like the
divided
main
it up
one.
at all. Yeah,
I
I think it
this is the
starts
big one.
around like Clifton Square area.
I think that's right.
then-
Yeah, that's where it was last year.
And then
And then all
it
the way
goes
past
through
Seneca.
Delano. Yep.
So I forget the church that's out there right by Shamrock. This is where the other end was.
It used to go all the way to Grove.
Really?
Yeah, like 4 or 5 years ago, we went to it, and we used to live right there, and it started at Grove and went all the way. So
East
Yeah,
or
they
west?
had the street blocked off.
it started at Grove and went west.
Okay. Yeah, it's way further east now.
This one is the Super Bowl of open streets. I mean, they have one over at Nomar. They have another one near WSU, but this is the big one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So definitely come out. The city always shows up for open streets. My daughter just learned how to ride a bike not too long ago, so I'm excited to bring her down, get her on a bike, and just cruise Douglas.
Have you ever been to open streets, Annette?
Yeah, like I will say it's the coolest thing. Like to see this stretch of road throughout town, wherever the locations are, and then to just see everyone come out and hop on their bikes and walk, whatever, and then the booths. It's really cool. Like I love it. We always bring out our kids and we have a blast. Like it's just fun to just feel safe going through these big areas and embracing them probably for the first time. Like seeing it at Nomar's really cool, WSU, and then Douglas, of course. So I love it.
Awesome.
All right. Another big event coming up is Haunted Hops. So we're going to shoot things over to Botanica and get in for that interview. And back with another big event at Botanica. We're here to talk with Savannah Herman over at Botanica. Welcome, Savannah.
Hey, thanks for having me.
All right. So coming up October 18th at Botanica from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. is Haunted Hops. For those that don't know, Savannah, do you want everybody to know what a Haunted Hops is?
So Haunted Hops is a 21 and older event. Local and regional breweries have donated some spooky themed craft brews for an evening of fun here at Botanica.
I know this is the second year event. I remember I went last year. It's a breath of fresh air, I should say, to have these 21 plus events over the holiday or Halloween time. Everything's always focused around pumpkin patches and trunk or treats and trick or treats. So it was really cool to go last year. I think a lot of people are excited to go this year. I heard VIP tickets have already sold out.
They sold out fast. They've been sold out for, I don't know, within the first week, I want to say, of when it went out.
But people can still get tickets. From what I'm reading, general admission tickets are $50 for members, $55 for non-members. And where can people get those tickets at?
Botanica.org. Make sure you select events and go over to Haunted Hops.
Anything else that people can be excited about for Haunted Hops this year?
We've got a lot of food trucks coming in, just hanging out in the gardens. All of the pumpkins will still be, or the vast majority of the pumpkins that have survived will still be up from after this week's Jack-O-Lantern Spectacular event. It should be just a super fun time.
Awesome. Well, everyone, like I said, that's October 18th, Haunted Hops at Botanica. Make sure you head over to botanica.org to pick up your tickets. Savannah, thanks for hopping on.
All right, thanks so much.
And we're back. It's time for another segment of Trussell Truths, brought to you by Trussell Media.
All right. Today, did you know it's National Moldy Cheese Day today?
Okay.
Whoa. Did you say moldy?
Moldy Cheese Day.
How are you celebrating?
I don't know. It reminds me of TKG. Just moldy.
Shots fired. Wow.
Moldy.
That's so offensive. Annette had to step out.
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
Where do you get your moldy cheese from, TKG?
Where do I get my moldy cheese from? I don't know if I seek out moldy cheese, but there are there's that one cheese place. I think it's like Alma. Have you guys heard of the cheese factory there in Alma, Kansas? ALMA.
I have not.
Yeah, they've got some good cheese up there. It's like northeast of Wichita, probably about an hour if you're heading towards like Strong City, Cottonwood Falls area.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a true story about moldy cheese and TKG.
Let's hear it.
TKG, I don't know if you remember this, but I think last year, TKG went online and posted about his favorite cottage cheese from Trader Joe's. No lie. He's like, this is like the best cottage cheese. And my girlfriend,
I stand by it.
fan of cottage cheese. So she went to Trader Joe's and bought it. Arrived home, opened it up, and it was moldy. Took a picture of it. I sent it over to TKG. I'm like, are you trying to poison her?
Dude, I'm telling you, I've had that cottage cheese more times than I could count on 100 fingers and 100 hands. And I've never had the issue that you had. It's incredible. And actually, just the other day, I was thinking, I need to do a care package and drop off some Trader Joe's cottage cheese. Give it one more shot.
I don't know. She's pretty scarred by it. She got PTS cheese.
PTS cheese.
Bada boom. Well, happy Molded Cheese Day, everybody.
Indeed.
Happy Molded Cheese Day. All right. Things in the community. Last week, Starbucks just opened their newest location at 8121 West 21st Street. That's over by the All-Star Sports, one of the places. I forget which one it is. Over near Ridge and Tyler on 21st Street. Also opening on Monday, this past Monday, it's K-Pot. It's the all-you-can-eat, Korean barbecue spot located at Town East Square at the East End. Hours are noon to 10:30 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and noon to 11:30 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. Also opening this past Monday was Sheets Creek over at 1720 North Webb Road. Hours are 3 p.m. to 11 Sunday through Thursday, and 3 p.m. to 1 a.m. Fridays and Saturdays. It's a cool little, hangout spot. There's gonna be a food menu there, places to get drinks. Just a chill place to hang out and just have fun. If you're familiar with Mort's, a lot of the same people from Mort's are involved with Sheets Creek.
I love the name, just for the record, because I love Schitt's Creek on.
That shows.
Was it on Netflix?
Same.
I can't remember.
I have not watched it, but we had this argument, our debate at home, whether we like the name or not. And I love puns, so I think it's cool. And yeah,
big fan.
All right. Also, this past Monday, it was a busy Monday. Livingston's Cafe opened in Andover at 360 South Heritage Way. It opened daily from 6:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's that new development over in Andover off Kellogg. Check that one out. And then also this past Monday was the new Cofellow Coffee Parlor pop-up at 1812 West Douglas. Every Monday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. I see Troy, you're rocking the Cofellow shirt.
That's right.
Did you stop by?
Cofellow shirt on. Yeah, I did stop by. It's a nice little setup they got. There's plenty of room. It's a nice little place if you do a lot of laptop work. If you want to go somewhere and chill out, they got seating. But yeah, really nice spot.
Whereabouts is that 1812? What intersection?
Delano in the the original Fusion Cafe space.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Let's move on to the weather. TKG.
All right. So your weather forecast tomorrow on Thursday, it's going to be a high of 85, low of 58, and staying the same on Friday, high of 88. So mid to upper 80s next couple of days. Saturday, it's going to warm up just a little bit at 91 degrees. And then on Sunday, it's going to go all the way down to a high of 80 degrees.
All right.
Unfortunately, guys, no chance for rain really for the next 10, 15 days, which kind of sucks. So, and I do have a question for all of you. What does a cloud wear under its raincoat? What does a cloud wear under its raincoat? What'd you say, Eddie?
Said not moldy cheese.
Not moldy cheese. It is thunderwear. Thunderwear. Back to you, Eddie.
That was rough.
Yeah.
That was a
what do they call those, dad jokes?
Yeah, dad jokes.
I love puns. I love cheesy jokes, but man,
that was bad.
That one was. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Now, I'll come. Hey, next week I will have the best joke ever. I'll have you guys just on the edge of your seats rolling. All right.
I have a wager to make with you, TKG. Then, if we are not rolling, if we're not laughing out loud next week, will you come to the Wichita Dinner Table on the Halloween week episode dressed up in costume?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Here's the thing. The really good jokes most of the time are a little inappropriate. So, do I have some leeway to make an inappropriate joke?
Damn right you do.
Hey.
I mean, it's the dinner table, man. Come on.
Yeah, it's dinner
We're
table.
all family here.
Yeah,
Trey, you're
families
gonna have to-
always, argue and say whatever at the family dinner table.
That's right.
During that
All
section,
right.
you just got to pop the little M in the corner, Troy. So everyone,
Yeah.
mature audiences for this section.
Yeah,
Okay, now we bring it down.
TV, was it TVMA or something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
TVMA.
Okay, you heard it here, folks. If we are not laughing, TKG, who hates to dress up, will arrive on the Halloween episode of the Wichita Dinner Table dressed up.
There you go.
Dun.
All right, let's move on to online shout-outs. Valina Cloud wants to shout out CJ's Last Stop Cafe. It's at 1548 South Ida Street in the former Order Up Cafe. I have never actually been to this place. I didn't know they changed names, so I'm going to have to check that out this week. So thanks, Valina, for that shout-out. Roger Hickerson wants to shout out Passageways. Passageway Living Center provides temporary housing while giving our heroes the opportunity to overcome the issues that brought them to homelessness. Yeah, big shout out to Passageways. They do some awesome work.
Very
And
cool.
lastly, we want to give a big happy birthday to World War II Army Air Corps Sergeant Andy Meyerly. He is 105 years young.
God
He was
bless.
also on the June Kansas honor flight trip. His service back in the day included being shipped overseas on the Queen Elizabeth, which was used as a transport ship at that time. His deployment was, get this, 39 months long.
Wow.
I don't know if you guys can do the math there. That's over 3 years.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. We're going to go on to what's good in Wichita. This is time for everyone to share something cool, heartwarming they've seen or heard about in Wichita, a place that deserves a shout out. And for me, I'm going to start off things. I want to give a shout out to Grace Church. They are a church based out of Newton. With the hurricane taking place, in the south part of the country, they sent a semi-truckload of supplies to help, hurricane victims. I don't know if you've seen the damage that's been caused down there. So pretty devastating. I think people underestimate the true power and violence of that water can bring. So shout out to Grace Church. Carbon.
I want to give a shout out to my guy, Tommy Billions. He's a local DJ, been putting events on. Absolutely phenomenal guy, great DJ. One of the things that I really love is not doing things in the same old nightlife space, which normally is where you think DJs are confined to. He's been putting on an event, Backyard Boogie, along with some other really unique things. But Backyard Boogie is a Sunday fun day party. I love the fact that it's not during traditional nightlife hours and daytime. He's bringing in a lot of talented DJs from out of town. I got to partake this past week after I had a gig, but got to go see Hayden from KC and some of the other guys. Just a great vibe. They had it out at Norton's. But Tommy's a great guy, great promoter, trying to bring some unique things to the nightlife scene as far as DJs go and things of those options. So shout out to my man, Tommy Billions.
And that was Backyard Boogie number 3, right?
Numero tres, yes.
All right. So once 4 comes up, we'll make sure we get on. Maybe we'll even have Tommy on. I'll reach out to him
Absolutely.
sometime. All right.
sure.
TKG.
Yeah, I wanted to give a shout out to Blood Orchard, and I mentioned having been out there this past weekend, but I've never given a shout out to them. They do so much for the community. I mean, technically, Blood Orchard is located in Wichita, but it's right there at the Wichita-Hayesville area, and there's really not a lot of options, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but there's just not as much going on down there, and I think it's really cool what they are doing for the community, both as far as the different festivals that they'll do. Of course, they have their monthly market, and they've got a brewery that they put in there probably 6-9 months ago, maybe longer at this point. And I just think it's really cool what they're doing. And it's not just, for them to make a dollar. It's for the community. So shout out to Blood Orchard.
Oh, yeah. And shout out to TKG's cat.
Cameo.
All right.
I'm telling you today.
Troy.
There she is.
There she is.
There she is.
That's Tigger.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my friend Matt Thomas. He started a ministry years ago right here in Wichita called Firm Foundations Ministries. And what they do is they help people that are getting out of prison. They help them find a home, find a job, and get them put back on the right path. And I was able to work with that ministry for a couple of years and get to know a lot of the men that really come out of prison and want to really get put back into society and be, a good citizen. And this foundation helps them do that. So just wanted to give them a shout out, just let them know they're doing good work, and I appreciate them.
That's awesome. People
Very
deserve
cool.
a second chance. That's for sure.
For sure.
Absolutely.
All right, Annette, you're back. Take us home.
So just like Eddie, like for me, I want to give my shout out, my props to the people who are helping out with hurricane relief. We have a lot of Kansans who want to make a big difference, and I just think it's so beautiful. From Helene, so just days ago, we had the storm that went through, Florida up through the East Coast, and now Florida again in that path of the storm. Today with the storm, it's so scary to think about. Just a couple days ago on Monday, from this 24-hour time frame, it went from a Cat 3 to a Cat 5, which is a really big deal. But to see all the people who are just like, hey, I'm going to go out there, whether they're from the Red Cross or, just a person who wants to go and provide some assistance, I just find that to be awesome. Humans doing the great thing humans can do, helping one another. And, I've had a chance to speak with some people from the Wichita area, from Salina, who are just going and being a part of this beautiful effort to help people, because these storms are deadly, they're devastating, people are losing everything. And so that neighborly thing that we can do even from hundreds of miles away, I find it to be beautiful. And of course the people here too, like the fundraisers and the people who are wanting to donate and give, that's also a big way that we can contribute. And I just find it to be so beautiful.
Awesome. All right. Well, Annette, Carbon, TKG, Troy, everybody watching at home, thank you. That's all we have for today. So you've all been excused from the dinner table.